What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the blood in the street right now. What I mean by that is altcoins are dramatically down, a lot of them continuing to dip over the night. But if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that we abide by that saying, when there's blood in the streets, you buy, even if it is your own. And today I'm going to show you a couple of charts as to why altcoins could be about to actually get a nice bounce. And I'm going to go through a list of coins already down more than 50% that could look like some of the most intriguing purchases at the moment. But if you enjoy the video, you got to make sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe. So promise me you're going to watch the whole thing through, hear the insight, and then you're going to do just that. With that said, though, we are the Investing Bros. Let's get it. All right. Let's go ahead and start off. We're going to jump right into the details. We got to go to a chart that is looking actually extremely juicy this morning. And I can't promise you for sure we're going to end up moving to the upside. But before I even tell you what chart this is, you will see that we have a level of rising support that the candles are sitting right on top of right now. Now let's talk about what this chart is. Some of you might see it. Some of you might know what this is, but this is called the Total 3 chart. These are charts that cover the total market cap of cryptocurrency. When you get to total 3, so for example, total is all of crypto altogether, including Bitcoin. Total 2 is every bit of crypto excluding Bitcoin. And then total 3 is all of crypto except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I want to show you guys something that actually just flashed on this total 3 chart that should have you feeling pretty bullish. Let's go to the oscillators and let's just maximize the Lux Algo Premium Oscillator. We have got our trifecta / +1 buy signal coming in within the last 24 hours here on total 3. We had a green reversal dot come into play. We had a massive bullish momentum dot come in below the 20 on the oscillator matrix. And then we also had all of this negative money flow. It just went positive, crossing back up above the bearish threshold, and the excessive sellers that were in the space, that bright red area right there, they have left. Traditionally, you see the price action of whatever the asset is go to the upside. In this case, when you're also looking at being in a symmetrical triangle pattern and you see that buy signal, that should give you a good feeling that we should, in theory, at least make it back up here to a level of resistance, sitting somewhere back. Again, this is the market cap of crypto, somewhere back closer to $700 billion in assets. Again, not Bitcoin or Ethereum, but every other asset. We're going to turn on Lux Algo here, for example. Let me actually turn off our breaker blocks. We will see a smart trail in this area, but also a take profit here. This is a contrarian signal. I want to make sure people understand this. This is not the normal confirmation and exit symbol. This is contrarian, meaning we're trying to catch the bottom movements or top movements early. And you can see here in the last couple of months, actually really ever since way back here, I'd say in June of 2023, on the daily chart, these buy signals have been very close, if not perfect, to calling bottom positions. And we just got one here a couple of days ago as we're coming back down to that level of support. So again, what we're looking for right now is potentially a move back up here to the take profit, somewhere just about $700 billion in crypto market cap. Now, we are currently wrestling with some bearish breaker blocks above us. So the bulls definitely need to come in with a lot of volume to help get rid of those breaker blocks. You can see right now the volume is not necessarily that big. It's not really that impressive. I do think the bulls need to come through and make it very clear that we want to push this back to the upside. Otherwise, we could be watching this chart tumble all the way back down to about $530 billion in market cap, where we do have an extremely strong breaker block where a lot of bears will be exhausted, as you can see, dictated by this large red bar. However, with that said, again, a lot of people are freaking out. A lot of people might be frozen right now, which makes me think that if we're going to see a big uptick in altcoins, it's going to be the whales who are buying up the dips. And what charts are whales most likely going to want to be buying up? It's going to be charts that are down at least close to, if not over 50%. And now I want to kind of transition and show you some of those charts of altcoins that could be looking advantageous to the whales who currently invest in them. I want to start off with one, again, that has been kind of hated on a lot recently, but it's a level that I've told you guys now for a while. Watch the Cardano whales defend 40 cents pretty strongly. Again, this is a level of former resistance way back in November of 2023, and it's one that we've had a wick down to back in April, but over the last couple of days, we've had 2 touches down at 40 cents again, and yet, despite a lot of other altcoins going even deeper, we continue to defend that purple line right there, and you guys can see, again, here's an example of Cardano, just going to show you everything on this list. We're going to see price action be at least down 50%. These are the ones the whales are way more likely to want to come in and to scoop up because they are overextended. You'll see a lot of reasons for it as well. Almost everything on the oscillator is showing that Cardano's overextended. And just like we just saw on the total 3, the last move we need to have is a bullish momentum, but we have our reversals. We have a bullish divergence in play here. And then we just went positive on the money flow with the excessive sellers leaving. So could Cardano be one of the ones that's about to pop? That's something I will explore here over the next couple of weeks. We'll have to watch. It is sitting on a major level of support. I have several other coins, though. I'm not going to cover every altcoin that is down 50%, but I'm going to cover some of the big ones. Let's move on to ICP. ICP has had some disappointing price action after losing a major level of support, but you'll notice that right now, currently trading around 891, we're back down to the original support levels that started off the recovery of this massive bullish movement back in December. If you go back here to the end of December, these are the support levels that held in play, that kept this strong bullish movement in check. Again, as we kind of pull things up, we have recently gotten a buy signal. It was a little early. Here was a couple days ago. But once again, you've noticed the buy signals on the contrarian Luxalgo have gotten close, if not perfect, to calling some bottom formations. This could send price back up to somewhere around 1285. It, of course, is down much further, actually, than 50%. It's now down 57%. If the bears keep on pushing, there's not necessarily a lot lower we can go, but keep an eye around the stop loss levels and highs that we had way back in April of 2023, somewhere around $7. But again, we're sitting on some very key support for ICP that technically keeps us in a bullish trend here, despite being down 57%. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the next one, AVAX. I've actually gotten a lot of questions in chat more recently about what the heck is happening with AVAX. Well, the first thing I want to make sure you guys understand is AVAX right now is down 56%. And guess what? Once again, if you go back and look at this whole bullish trend starting in October of 2023, the lowest pullback we've had so far is pretty much exactly where we are right now. We had a wick way back in January that did pull back to $27.44. We're sitting right above that level. So even though we have been bearish here, look at the whales potentially say, man, we can scoop up some AVAX at those same dip levels that we could have back in January. This is a golden opportunity. You take a look at our oscillators, again, massively overextended, massively oversold, and we're seeing all of the reversals come into play. We need to see bullish momentum on the oscillator, but we've recently gotten bullish divergence. We've had a lot of reversal calls, and the money flow and the excessive sellers are leaving. We're turning back positive. So again, AVAX has been disappointing over the last couple of months, and I know a lot of people probably want to leave. That's the exact reason why some whales might be about to come in and scoop up that dip. Let's keep moving on. Another coin that has been extremely disappointing, breaking bearishly out of a symmetrical triangle pattern. That right here would be Matic. And I'm not even going to lie to you. There's a chance right now, as Matic is sitting on a former level of resistance, possibly turning into support. Same with the wick we had back here in April. There's a chance that it ends up dropping back down to 50 cents, where there will be massive support, seeing as that was the bottom back in October of 2023. This is still a coin that is dramatically down, and I do not believe that the space as a whole thinks is over. In fact, right now it's still down at 53%. despite the fact that it is still the #1 layer 2 solution for Ethereum. And guess what's about to happen in the Ethereum space? A lot of money, a lot of movement, a lot of uses is coming as the ETF prepares to launch within the next couple of weeks. So again, could this be a coin that whales are looking to scoop up? Well, you'll see the oscillators still massively overextended. The money flow, despite moving down, has actually been positive now for a while, and we have gotten back to being overextended. You're going to see bullish divergence here in play. We've gotten a green reversal, we have green momentum, and we have the positive money flow. Those are signs of a coin that a lot more often than not will want to pump back and up to the upside. Again, at least back up here. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Probably at least back up to this order block where we also have our smart trail and our take profit coming into play right here at about 75 cents. Watch for that to happen. If we keep moving on here, more coins. I just have a couple more for you. We're going to speed through these. Stacks. Stacks is back down after breaking out of a falling wedge. I told you guys there was a chance we would come back at some point, retesting this former resistance level, turning it into support. Well, that's exactly what is happening right now. You guys can see we just now are touching back on that red line, also back into this area of significant volume and trading back in January of 2024, right here around $1.77. But we're turn all this on. We're also, even though it's turned this technically into a breaker block, this area right here, an area of high liquidity, a nice strong order block where the bears really should be getting exhausted. Let's take a look at what the oscillators are saying. You will see overextended on almost all of them. This is one that I think there's an outside chance there's a little bit further dip coming into play. And if I was going to make a guess as to where that was going to be, probably somewhere in the realm right here of $1.56, $1.54. You could see it ride this red line down there. However, we are not that far away. In fact, if we were to do that, that would only be about roughly another 9 to 10%. This is a project that is already down roughly about 53, 54%. The bottom could be coming in at any point now. I will say there's not as strong a bottom here for Stacks as there is for some of these other coins, and it could drop a little bit lower. But look for Stacks whales to be scooping up this dip. And again, there is currently still support in play that could make a bounce come very, very soon. Moving on, two more I want to just reference with you guys. Polkadot is back down to lows we had, again, even more recently, but even the major low we had in January during the pullback on this bullish breakout. We're sitting on top of that support level here around 617. We do have a bearish breaker block we need to get back up through. However, come back over to the oscillators. Once again, like most other things on this chart, massively overextended. Even the Luxembourg oscillator itself has been bullish here since back in May. And now we've had another reversal come in. We're building up some more bullish momentum right now. It's only a matter of time before dot whales go ahead, bite the bullet, scoop up this low supply because there's just not a lot lower it can go at the moment, and the price goes to the upside. Last one I wanted to show you guys, another coin I'm very, very big on long-term here, Injective, coming in with a buy order actually today after hitting a take profit on a perfect sell order. We're sitting on top of a very key order block here, which has been a nice level of support throughout this rally. Also, again, oscillators overextended. We're not getting the same bullish flashes, so there's a chance we have a little bit lower to go here with Injective. Definitely could make it at least down here to the wick, down towards 1912. But here's another one. Let's take it out. We're down more than 50% currently, about 57. Maybe we make it down towards 60%. But as a whole, still a lot of reasons. When you zoom out and you take a look at Injective, still a lot of reasons to be bullish on this project long term. These are just normal pullbacks. Now, want to reiterate here, those are all projects that I think could be good buys here, at least coming very, very soon. But again, why are those ones potentially better buying opportunities than others? Well, you have coins like Ondo that's currently down 20, 30%. I think it could go a little lower. Whenever a whale sees all of this blood in the streets, they're going to look for their best buying opportunity. Every single coin that I just showed you has shown momentum even in this bull market. And despite the fact they're down 50%, and some people are going to use that as an argument to say that they are dead projects or say that they are not worth investing in, if you go back and look at the history of altcoin seasons, a lot of times they spring up out of dramatic pullbacks just like that, where coins are down more than 50%. That's when the whales scoop up the opportunity of a lifetime and end up making a lot of money in the explosive bull market. Guys, we're so far away from where the top is going to be. Do not be fudded out. Do not be fooled. You're going to see a lot of articles throughout the summer hypothesizing that altcoins could be dead and gone. That is not the case. We are still far away from the true altcoin season, which we could/should see in Q4 of this year. Make sure you buy up these dips if you want to make money in the future. With that said, if you guys enjoyed the video, you got to smash the like and you got to hit subscribe so you don't miss any content from this channel. With that said, though, I'll see you guys next one. Adios.